Good morning. So I'm getting ready to leave for the meetup. And Riley is so excited because he's been watching me pack for 2 days now. And he knows what's coming up. And he is chomping at the bit. He never ever barks, but he is so afraid he's going to get left. So I'm going to try to see if I can record him getting in the car. It's pretty funny. Riley! No, this car. Rai, let's get in Joy. Come on. There you go. Are you so happy now? Are you so happy? Are we going bye-bye? Riley, are we going bye-bye? Okay, calm down. You didn't get left. You never get left. Riley, are we ready to go? Are we going bye-bye? Are we going bye-bye? Good morning. So we're getting ready to leave for the meetup, and I just want to share something kind of funny with you. Kenny went and checked my air pressure on my tires this morning and made sure I had gas, which it was already full. And when he walked back in the house, he goes, "I have a surprise for you." And I said, "What?" And to understand this, you need to look back at my journey to quartzsite video. But I had, well, let me tell you what he found first. He goes, "I found one of your last remaining Arizona souvenirs." And I said, "You did?" And he walked in with this. I don't know if you remember, or if you haven't watched it yet, watch my journey to quartzsite. On one of the times going through Arizona, I hit a huge tumbleweed and it got stuck in the grill of my car, and I didn't know it was still there until like 100 miles later. And I found it, and I posted a picture of this great big tumbleweed in the grill. And I thought I had gotten it all out, but apparently I still have some of Arizona with me, and I actually got a thorn in my finger from it. So tumbleweeds are the gift that keep on giving. Well, we're getting ready to hit the road and get to our meetup. It's about 2.5 hours from here, and I will update you what happens next.
Are a barrier island.
Right. Good morning. Good morning. I love you. I know. You hear those other doggies? You hear those other doggies? Good morning from inside Joy. It's been a while since we've talked, from me waking up inside my van. The last time I was on my way back from quartzsite, I think I was in Louisiana, the last morning talk we had. But anyway, I'm at a meetup. I got here yesterday about 11 o'clock. I'm in Amelia Island, Florida, and that's about 2.5 to 3 hours from my house, depending on which way you come. I talked to you in my last video telling you I was going to bring my cargo trailer, and I just had this feeling that I shouldn't, and oh, thank you, Jesus, that I had that feeling, because it wouldn't have been good. It's not one big open field. It's two, not small parking lots, but not big parking lots either, and they've got trees, and girl, it would not have been good if I had brought the trailer. So thank you that I didn't. Anyway, we got here at 11. There were already quite a few people, and they said, "Well, just park anywhere you want." Well, what I saw was only the first parking lot, and I thought, well, this is pretty small for all the people we're expecting. But I found a fairly level space. It actually wasn't too level. My head would have been down, and I hate sleeping that way. But the main thing was about that space is it was hot, and it was direct sun, and Riley was already panting just a few minutes into it. And I mean, the sun was directly on us. I opened all the windows, turned on the fans, and he was still not doing good. But I didn't know what else to do. So I just kind of let that sit for a while. And then we all met inside, I guess, a rec center. And we had a little lunch, and then they were given directions. And then I found out that there was actually another parking lot too. And then during that time, a friend that I had met last year, when she's from Georgia and she was down in Florida, she came in, and as soon as lunch was over, we started talking, and she also has a little dog. She decided to move over to this other parking lot, which is definitely more shaded. It's got big oak trees, and it's actually right next to the tennis court. I'll show you a picture before. I have shown you a picture before this, and I'm literally right next to the tennis court. So it was much better, much shadier. It looked like it might be a little mosquito-y because of being the trees, and the ground was wet. In fact, I put my rug over the wettest part of the ground so nobody would drive on it and get stuck, because it looked like somebody had gotten stuck in it before. But the main thing is, we didn't want to get locked in because we planned to leave and do some sightseeing. She's never been here. I've been here once, and it's really pretty. We're literally in the middle of everything. The downtown area, the beaches. So we're going to take advantage of it and go sightseeing. And we just wanted to be sure we could get out, because a lot of people's setups, they can't get out once they're in. They're here for the duration. So I kind of parked right behind her, and we put a rug out, and I had my rug. That's a pretty good size rug. I had Riley's playpen, which is one of those expandable mesh type octagon shaped playpens, and I had his stroller out, because last night we had a speaker he was a docent from a local museum, historical museum, and he gave us a talk on the history of Amelia Island, including the 8 flags that have flown over Amelia Island since the beginning. And I really like that because I'm a history buff. Anyway, excuse me, I gotta sneeze. Okay, I'm back. Anyway, he gave a really interesting talk about that, and my friend and I took Riley and her dog in their strollers, and they just slept through the talk. And when we got back, it had cooled down a lot. I needed a jacket, which I prefer to sleep in my van in the cold versus the heat. So I was so glad that it had cooled down. And I had my little Hasika tail veil-ish thing on the back of the car yesterday to let a lot of insulation, or a lot of airflow for Riley in. And I was thinking about sleeping with my tail up and that open, but it had cooled down enough that I didn't take it off, but I shut the door. And it's half in, it's half out the door, but I've done it before. It doesn't get messed up or anything. And then I kind of rolled my windows up a little bit more than they were, and I slept really good. I mean, really good. It was very comfortable. And then about 4 o'clock in the morning, I woke up because I had to go potty, because, you know, us postmenopausal girls, we have the potty thing going on. So I got up and I went to the bathroom, and then I laid back down, and then all of a sudden I hear something hitting the top of my roof, and I'm like, that's weird. It hit for like a minute, and then it went away, and then it hit again in about 4 or 5 minutes, 3 minutes maybe, and it went away. And then I finally realized it was water, and I thought, okay, this must be a sprinkler. But it wasn't like a sprinkler. It was like a salt, like if someone was putting a hose on you full force, and it wasn't diluted or distributed like it is in a sprinkler. That's how it felt. And so it hit the top of my car, and then one would come around and it hit the side of the car, which is where Riley's stroller was. I was like, oh, because I didn't have a tarp or anything. I checked the weather and it wasn't going to rain, so I thought it was fine to leave it out. And then, so what I did is you had enough time between hits that I knew I could get out and move the stroller, but I didn't really know where to move it to. So I thought, well, I'll move it to the other side because at least the car will protect it mainly. So as soon as the next, or not, but hit, I jumped out of the car and I moved the stroller to the other side of the car. And then I got back in, and then apparently another sprinkler joined the party, and I could hear it hitting on that side of the car. So literally it was hitting on top of the car, and then a minute later it would hit on the right side of the car, and then a minute later it would hit on the left side of the car. So I haven't been out of the car yet this morning. It's after 9 o'clock. I finally did go back to sleep. The sprinkler thing went on about an hour, and I finally went to sleep, and I was sleeping deeply until I heard tennis players and campers talking and dogs barking, and you know, the typical how you wake up in a campground or campsite situation. So I laid in bed as long as I could. It's actually after 9 o'clock. I am never in bed till after 9 o'clock, but I'm trying to give things a chance to dry. I don't know where my friend is that we're going sightseeing with. There is stuff going on in the building, but I like a slow start, and I just made my coffee, 15 watts, just made my coffee in the coffee pot. My Gulu charger is dead. I ran my refrigerator all day yesterday. I ran a fan. I charged my phone, and it was down to 9%, so I didn't make my coffee with that. I had to use my EcoFlow. And I have a DC to DC charger that I charge my EcoFlows with when I drive. Also here, you can take your power bank in and plug it in. So I may take the Gulu in at some point and charge it somewhere. But anyway, I'm fine with power. I've got 2 EcoFlows and the 600 watt Gulu, so I'm good. And so the plan is today I'm going to go sightseeing, so I'll show you some of that. Oh, yesterday I am parked next to my friend who I did know, and then I met a new friend who is on the other side of me. She's fairly new to this. She came down from Tennessee, and she had a Hasika Tailgate tent just like I did. And she goes, oh, good. And she's actually watched my YouTube channel before, so she pulled up. She's like, hi. She goes, I feel like I know you, and that's weird. That's really weird for me, but really nice. She says, yeah, I feel like I know you. Where's Riley? Which I love, because you know Riley's the best part of this channel. I am very aware of that. But when she saw me putting up my tail veil, she goes, oh good, I've got one of those too. You can help me figure out how to do it. So I helped her put hers up too, and she's super sweet. She has a little dog, and her little dog's not too sure of us yet, but he's adorable. He's adorable. Anyway, it was a really nice night. Good morning again from Inside Joy. I am gonna do a little bit different video this morning. First of all, let me give you a recap of yesterday. Yesterday at the meetup, we were in Amelia Island, and yesterday was kind of our free day. You could go sightseeing and stuff. My friend and I went to the beach, and I had an adventure. I got my van, my front wheel drive van, stuck in some sand. 2 different men tried to help me, an older man first and then a younger man, and they ended up cussing each other out in the meantime, and eventually I got out, but it was kind of a rough morning. And this is one of the things I wanted to show you. This is one of those water heater things that it's AC plug, but you plug it in and it boils water really quickly, and I use it sometimes for coffee or tea or to cook something, but today I'm going to use it to take a bath, and that's what I'm going to show you this morning. Not the whole bath, don't worry. But anyway, yesterday was kind of traumatic. I did get out of the sand. I never want to drive on a beach again. I didn't try to drive on the beach I was on. It was kind of an accidental situation, and I'm glad it's over. Anyway, this yesterday, after everybody had free time, we had a taco dinner last night. Everybody kind of brought stuff for the taco bar. It was very good. I got a hair in my mouth. Then what happened? They had a dance party, glow in the dark dance party and stuff. I didn't stay for that. I was emotionally exhausted and just came back in my van and watched a movie. And I am so allergic to mosquitoes that I try not to go out too much after dark because of that reason. But anyway, according to my Fitbit, I slept 8 hours, which never happens. The night before last, my first night here, I slept 9 hours, which I don't think I've slept 9 hours since I was a teenager. So I sleep really, really, really good in my van. For the people who think I'm not sleeping well in my van, I'm actually sleeping better in my van than at home. It could be because there's less distractions in your van than there is at home. I don't know. But anyway, today I'm going to show you how I actually get to take a hot bath in my van. I do use Planet Fitness's. You can use truck stops for showers. I haven't, because why would I pay $15 for a shower when I can pay 20 something for Planet Fitness? But a lot of people do that. There are beaches around here that I heard have hot showers, and I'm going to try to find one today because I really want to wash my hair. But before I get to wash my hair, I freshen up every morning. We have all kinds of body wipes. There's these washcloth wipes. There's these hospital ones that you can wet and then you don't have to rinse them. Those are really nice too. In fact, I have a bunch of those, but they come really big, and I cut them into quarters because I don't want to wash the same part of my body with the same washcloth, if you know what I mean. So I start at the top with a different washcloth and I work my way down. And usually it's just room temperature water, but today I just really feel like I can use some hot water. So I've boiled my water. I'm going to show you my sink that I've shown you before, and I fill up my sink with partially cool water, and then I add the boiling water to it. Therefore I have hot water, but not too hot. So that's what I'm going to show you today. This is by request. This wasn't my idea. I've had a lot of people contact me and go, tell me about how you get clean in your van. So that's what we're going to do today. So here we go. So first of all, I still have my back covers on. It would be lighter in here, but there are tennis players right behind there. So I don't really think they want to watch my bath today, but I want to show you. This is the area of my van that is normally Riley's bed. So I moved his bed over here. He just had breakfast. So he's hanging right there. While this is my sink, and oh, it's not bright enough. Let's see. Okay, I'm pulling the window down just long enough to show you the faucet. So here is my faucet, and I'm just going to run room temperature water in there, and then I'm going to add the boiling water to it to make hot water. And then this right here is from Amazon. It is a washable puppy pad. So it's waterproof on the back, but it's reusable. And there's, like I said, they're supposed to be puppy pads, but I use them so that I don't get my bed wet while I do a sponge bath. So that's what's on the bed. Sometimes I do this on the floor, and I actually have a expandable pet pool that I sometimes use if I want to like get more intense, like wash my hair and all that, and I spread that on the floor. But this is what I use. I'm just going to sit here, take a sponge bath. I have towels, soap, the whole deal. So you can guess the rest. That's how this works. Okay, so that's all done. I'm fresh and clean. I'm gonna moisturize. I'm gonna put on a little makeup today. I'm gonna brush my teeth, but I'm not gonna brush my teeth till I have my coffee. And that's the next important thing I'm getting ready to do. I'm gonna make my coffee in my 5-cup Mr. Coffee with my power bank. And I still have boiling water left over from the bath that I didn't use. And I could do a pour over, but I really prefer to use my Mr. Coffee. So that's the next thing. And then I'm gonna straighten up my van. Today we're having van tours, and I'll get some footage of that for you. And then what else is happening today? I don't know. I'll have to look at the agenda. There's a lot going on, but this is how my mornings start off. Enjoy. So as I've told you before in other videos, it only takes 15 watts to make 5 cups of coffee, because as soon as it's done cooking, I turn it off and I put it in my insulated mug so it doesn't keep pulling power.
Safety, and I want y'all to be safe. I almost had a wreck on the 95 the other day, and I literally had to pull that great big Class C over to the side of the road. But I carry lots of toys to make sure that even if I have to slip back down, so sure.
Will you let the witch's hat melt?
It's nothing to store it.
This is Kim out on a limbs van. She's got it fixed so cute, very efficient.
I could live on the road in that. Yeah, see, this is the same one. I think, yeah. What you got in the garage? Well, you are. All the way around, like a shelf, and you have string holders. Okay. So I